Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Prasidee Podcast, where our guest today is Mr. Sanam Ahmed Khan. Sanam is an aspiring YouTuber and an established filmmaker with more than 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. His first video, How a Muslim Reacts on Holi, went viral last year. Watch the story of a very talented, self-learning man who is a living example of how you don't really always need professional schools to teach you how to excel at what you do.
So, Sanam, yours is not a conventional startup, like we say a tech startup or a creative startup. We do not attach a word startup with your work. Why don't you introduce yourself to our audience here and just tell us what do you do?
My name is Sanam Ahmed Khan. Basically, I'm from Delhi, but I did my studies from Punjab, as my father was part of Indian Force. So I spent most of the time in different cities of Punjab state. And I'm graduate from Punjab University, Patiala. When I came to Delhi, I started my career from a domestic call center in Narayana. I worked with IBM for 1.5 years, and currently I'm a part of a multinational company in Gurgaon. From starting, I'm keen interested in graphic designing and photography. And then gradually I learned all these skills on computer since it was my interest through several softwares like CorelDRAW, Illustrator. Photography is an important part of graphic design. I realized that my photography needs some corrections like light adjustment, so I learned photography-related softwares like Photoshop, Lightroom. So during this stage of learning, I also gained the knowledge of videography because photography and videography are similar to each other at some extent. So as of now, I am a graphic designer, a photographer, and a filmmaker, and I have spent almost 5 years to learn all these skills. And the interesting thing about me is that I never approached anyone to teach me these skills. Neither I joined any multimedia school. And last year I started my channel, InCorrporate Movie Makers, which has a good number of views and a good number of subscribers. So this is a little about me.
Okay, so what inspired you to take up videography?
So 3 years ago I bought a very basic DSLR camera. It was Canon 1200D, which is a basic model for beginners. The purpose of buying this camera is to create an audience through social media and to utilize own pictures in the graphic design. So I created a Facebook page and shared my photography. I was not specific about any theme, any genre, so I clicked everything. I captured landscapes, sports photography, candid shots, sometimes flower pot placed in the balcony, sometimes dogs roaming in the street. So I captured everything. But since I was new, so I didn't get a good response from my viewers. So one day my office colleague planned for a trip to Nainital. So I was very excited because I knew that I will get an opportunity to capture something different from what I was capturing every day.
True.
So I was very excited. So I captured mountains, lakes, but side by side I also recorded few video clips. So when we came back, I consolidated all the video clips and prepared a short travel blog. And then when I shared this video with my colleagues and manager, I can't explain how much how good responses I received from every viewer. So that was the first turn that inspired me to make videos. So after a short time, after a few days, I discussed with my office colleague that let's start some different kind of work. Let's start making short films on social awareness and we'll share it on YouTube. We named the channel InCorrporate, which is actually a combination of two words, in and corporate. So I prepared the first clip on the festival. We shot the film 15 days prior to the actual festival and then shared it online. In a very short span of time, the video went viral, and which was not expected to that level. And I got a lot of appreciation from every viewer, from within the organization and outside the organization. So that video inspired me towards the filmmaking.
So let's move on to the next question. You have just mentioned that you have learned everything yourself. You have not taken up any professional course or any professional teaching for everything that you have learned. So, did you not ever thought about taking a professional course?
Yes, I thought several times to join a multimedia school, but unfortunately the circumstances were not in my favor. I belong to a middle class family and my father's salary was very less. He could not afford such expenses. When we came to Delhi, our expenses were fixed. We were on a rented flat. I also got the job, but then I found lack of time because it was very difficult to manage both office and classes.
Correct.
So at last I found the online platform best for myself. I learned everything from internet, through YouTube tutorials, from people blog, from websites related to photography and videography. This is all because time management. I do not get sufficient time to join the institute, so online learning was the best for everyone. I learned the same from internet.
That's great. So, how much time approximately did it take you to complete this learning process, if I may say that?
Learning is a never-ending process. I can't say that I can't say that I have become proficient in my work, but still, I'm still learning. Not the basic, but yes, I am learning advanced things. I'm observing others' work, how people are creating new things, and I learn from their work.
So, Sanam, please tell us about your initial challenges, the difficulties and hardships, and how did you cope up with them?
Challenges, lot of challenges. Lack of guidance was one of the challenges. So it was very difficult to learn things by my own. कहते हैं गुरु बिना शिक्षा बुरी. So at last I learned everything from my mistakes. Now I feel very comfortable to learn new things because my basics are now clear.
So, what is an inspiration in life that that helps you keep on going instead of all these difficulties and hardships that you had faced earlier?
To feel different from others, to stand apart from the crowd. These are the two things that I always keep in my mind. And I want to set an example for everyone that nothing is impossible in this world. If you have the willpower, you can do anything. And I want to inspire others. I want someone to look at me and say, Sanam, because of you, I didn't give up.
Let's talk about your videos. You're one of the videos that went viral on YouTube, and you also mentioned, and still you receive appreciation for that video. So, would you be able to pinpoint, say, one thing that led the video to be viral?
I think the image that I used as a preview, the thumbnail that I used in the video was the main reason behind it, and then the title. The story is very simple, but the images and the title forced people to click on it, and then the story that brings a smile on everybody's face. The concept, the story, and the idea which I put into the video that compelled people to share it. So that made the video viral.
So how was this whole experience of going, viral for you?
A wonderful one. It was amazing.
I am sure.
I see people sharing it on different sites, so I feel very proud. Yes, I made this, and people like it.
That's great. So, is there any learning also that you derived out of this whole experience?
Your idea matters. You have to think out of the box to grab attention. If you see the video again, you will notice that the video is prepared in a very simple way. There are not so much effects, not so transitions. The video quality is quite low. And since it was my first video, so I was not aware about HD, full HD modes, what the frame rates. So it is prepared in a very simple way. But the people still appreciate the idea which was covered into the story. The lal gulal over the white kurta, people coming from behind, and then turning a black and white picture into colorful environment. So now your idea and your creativity actually matters.
Alright. So do you have any specific strategy for using these social media channels?
So as of now, I don't have any specific strategy, and I'm also not aware about digital marketing. But one thing I do, whenever I upload new video, I used to share video link to my all friends and colleagues, and ask them to share those video links to their contacts through Facebook and WhatsApp. Your video should have something unique, or it should be innovative. Also, I enrolled in many Facebook groups related to videography, so I share videos on those groups. So people give their feedback, and I use hashtags while upload videos. It helps to make them searchable in Google. Other than that, I have created a personal blog. I upload same videos with some description. One more important thing that I meet new people and I introduce new faces in videos. So this helped me to broaden my contacts.
So now, Sanam, that you are so experienced yourself, what suggestions would you have for other upcoming videographers and YouTubers?
First, very important thing that surround yourself with the people who raise you up with a positive mindset. Second thing, the important thing that invest in yourself. If you are capable of spending money on your interest, then take classes, hire mentors, or join the institutes. But suppose if you have facing any financial issues, then internet and YouTube are the best platform for learning. There are thousands of tutorials where you can learn new things and keep practicing. Other than that, it is very important to bring uniqueness, creativity, innovation in your videos. Bring something new. Don't copy anyone, and don't waste your money in buying expensive camera equipments unless it is really very important. Utilize your existing resources to make better.
Let's talk about your upcoming work. So, what sort of assignments are you taking up as of now?
recently I have completed a short film in a collaboration with a director and producer from Ireland and Japan. So I got the opportunity, and this film will be completed in the second half of this year. Other than that, I also got a certificate of excellence from Ministry of Information and Broadcasting for participating in Swachh Bharat campaign. And, currently, I am working on a music video. This will be completed next 2 weeks. And for my YouTube channel, I have scripts ready that will be executed in next few weeks or month. These are kind of comedy sketches and horror.
That's great. So, what is your a general workday look like? How do you manage your job as well as your passion?
I've been doing night shifts for 5 years, so I'm habitual of working at nights. So I utilize my evenings for my work. I utilize my weekend nights for my work. I get I feel very comfortable while working in night time. Nobody disturbs me, and I get full concentration. And weekdays are very hectic. I cannot shoot during weekdays, so I plan well in advance for the upcoming weekends. And every day when I reach home, I sit on my workstation for at least an hour.
And with such a busy schedule, how do you find time for yourself then?
I actually don't get time for myself. At the end, if you want to achieve something, you have to do out of the box.
So this is my last question. How has any of these experiences, how has all this changed you as a person?
So in the last 2-3 years, I have noticed several changes in my life and in my thought process. When I look back, my life was very simple. My routine was very simple. But when I step into the filmmaking, I observed a big change in people's attitude towards me, and it was positive. Now they call me director, they call me filmmaker. At last, all these changes is not only inspired me but also made me feel honored. Means in the last 2-3 years, I changed also my thought process. Now I have some targets. If I compare both the times, I have a unique identity as a filmmaker. I have vast audience, existence in the social network. Now I think for more better quality, better videos.
That's wonderful, Sanam, and I've really enjoyed this interaction of ours. Thank you so much for taking out time from your busy schedule for all of us and for our audience. It was a pleasure talking to you.
Thanks to you for giving this opportunity to me.
Thank you.
And I wish you all the best for your project.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for watching this episode of Prasidee Podcast, and hopefully we have inspired you to follow your passion or at least start working towards it without leaving your job. It is all about the choices you make. Please find all the details of this interview in the description and the podcast show notes. If you like it, please don't forget to hit the red subscribe button below, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends and family. For latest updates, please follow us on Twitter, Instagram and Facebook.